Welcome back. This is Built Mike's Way, and I'm Mike. This is our 34 Ford, and it looks like Zeus is getting an early start on us. He knows this floor is coming out, so we're gonna let the sparks fly today. We gotta build some inner structure on this. We're gonna use some 1x1 square tube, some cross bracing, something to hold this shell together when we cut this out and we want to do our final adjusting for our doors and stuff. It's really important to take your time, plan a little bit, make sure your doors can shut. You want to be able to adjust this stuff, so don't go big welds, but try to make sure you get that structure sound. Thanks for sticking around, and please subscribe. It's really helping out. Thanks, guys. Yeah, these rivets, everything, the metals, triple lapped, just crude method. Hot rods were built in a bad way at some point, but we got her out of there. Looking better already. All right, after a few measurements with throwing some bars up here, finding out that this bolt is in the correct place, and this one, the body has been spread and the pillar has actually been twisted too far to the rear. So we gotta pull it back around here so we can align it correctly up with the bolt. And we'll make a couple of new braces and tabs, but this whole pillar needs to twist. Thank God, because I pulled a bunch of measurements off of this spot or off of that pillar, and we are off by a lot. Somebody did a lot of work to this thing. And as you can see, they didn't do a real nice job. There was a lot of Bondo on this car. So I got a lot of new parts for this thing, and we're gonna bring it back to life. Hope you guys stick around for the ride. Yeah, it looks nice. Thumbs up. So, after twisting this pillar around to straight with the other one, see how the bolt is about a 1/2 inch away? Bolt's about a 1/2 inch away. Pillar's nice and straight to this beam, pillar's nice and straight to this square tube. I just rolled it towards the front of the car. Made a big difference. It's making all my measurements lined up right. It's giving the chop the right dimensions, which is really important. I really got scared when it was a 1/2 inch off. Alright guys, welcome back. We got a little short break after last weekend. Little serious note though. My neighbor across the street, he had his driveway removed. He needed to work on his car, his wife's car. Was using a little bottle jack on the dirt bunch of stupid lumber. I didn't notice it. I came into the house to go to the bathroom, and luckily Jamie was working out front and heard him screaming at the top of his lungs for bloody murder. I heard her screaming for me. Didn't think anything was going on other than maybe the dog got loose. As we get over there, his hand is pinned in the dirt in between the rotor. And he's lives right around the corner, but it's a little ways to go. So I ran over there, and there was only about 3 of us, and I actually ran all the way back to my house, grabbed my floor jack, and ran back over there with my floor jack. Luckily by then about 3 more people had shown up, and we had enough people to actually just lift it off real quick. Ambulance, fire truck, everything showed up. Didn't even break his skin. So he went to urgent care, got everything x-rayed, didn't break one bone. But he's definitely got some stuff going on in his hand. He's going to be sore for a long time. He's very lucky. This guy works with his hands every single day. And man, he's a hell of a provider for his family. And it just really goes to show you guys really got to take the time. Me too. A few episodes ago, I got lucky. I was in the garage when my truck slid off the jack stands. Since then, I bought another 2 jack stands, 6 tons, that are even bigger and more heavy duty. I think it's a real serious deal, guys. Please don't take shortcuts. Honestly, after that, I didn't even really feel like working on my car anymore last weekend. We were just kind of done at that point. So, getting back to it today, we already got some of our bracing going in here. We are going to do 2 cross braces this way, and then we're going to cut out this rear floor just up to the tubs and to the back so we can access to put the frame rails in here, and then we're going to put the rear drive or the rear end inside here as well. We'll put it on some jack stands so we can get some height references. Also, we're going to be tilting up those frame rails up to almost level. There's not going to be a dip right there anymore. That's probably about 4 inches down, so we're going to bring them up probably about 3 or 4 inches. But I'll explain more of that later. Alright, after a little bit of sweating and climbing into places that are a little tight because of the bracing. So if you're doing that, make sure you keep it in mind. I kind of left it where once I got the floor out, it's going to be nice, but not so much until you got the floor out though. Yeah, this is what we're working with. No bead rolls in this. This is double lap steel. I'll show you what's going on underneath. I mean, this is just hot rolled steel. I mean, no bead rolls in it. I mean, it's lumpy as heck. I don't know if I can. I mean, it needs redone. It not really up to my standard, and this is not up to my standard, and that's why I'm going to be redoing 90% of the whole car. A lot of it has bad inferior welding, so this is just step one of the floor. I want to set the frame rails up. I do got to shorten the frame rails still, and then I also have to figure out how much I'm going to tub it or not. So making progress. We'll get the rear end in there and a couple of frame rails mocked in there and see what it looks like. Alright guys, now we got some space for activities. We're going to drag the rear end in here, put it on some jack stands, and get some stuff into place. Yeah, so we're gonna do some measurements, see where it's at, and see how we like it, and see if we need to make the arch bigger. If we need to make the arch bigger, we'll just cut all new plates, and we'll do some boxing and make it the way we want it. Hope you guys are liking this. We're gonna see a lot more of the 34 Ford and all the projects that come with it. When you start modifying one thing, you gotta modify more things. So I think we're just getting started. Can't wait. Hope you guys stick around. It's Belt Mike's Way. Have a good one. Happy 4th of July. Stay safe.